Wise Fox said heavy checkmark live is back. Enough time of the session continued.
Holy shit, we had a big crash. I don't know if anything's working right now. If anything's working, it'll be a miracle. Let's see here. Major crash, but we have intentions to recover. Okay, that's working. Okay, coming up any minute now, it's going to be Burkes Remedy live from Studio B. Oh, we should probably switch to that music. There we go, a little Burkes Remedy. I want to thank XEOSIM for playing today. Sorry things went south like they did. What are you going to do? We are fighting our way through some problematics. Wrestling with my soul.
Is this all that's left? Parts of me are going numb and confusion's running wild. Guess I've failed to pass the test. There's been times when happiness
there we go.
Was like my best friend, but lately, it acts just like a guest. Even with a love that feels so strong, I've got no reason for to doubt.
We're going to piece this back together. Carl has arrived in Studio B.
XEOSIM said it's happened, mate. No worries.
Oh, I know. It's terrible when that happens, isn't it?
My faith, it's feeling oh so strong.
But it's the worst when you actually have, when it's you're having a good day. All right.
Just like the air I breathe. Are the answers just too far away to see?
Get Carl set up in
is
here.
The whole the parts of me. Running around all my life, I'm just trying to find the key and bridges, that they can burn so fast. Mountains high and valleys low, so many miles now have I walked, but I can't find
okay. Are all the lights on in there? Let's see.
Why does peace elude me so? It seems like it's laughing right in my face. But lately,
XEOSIM said they still there.
That I'm just a joke.
Oh my God, what now?
I'm feeling like a beast of burden, and it's a great weight that I pull. Can I ever shed my yoke? 'Cause when you don't know the questions, the answers are all but lost. You're trying almost anything, and you don't care about the cost. Prayers always seem to be answered, but yet there's more lessons here to teach. Hoping God's not getting tired of my pleas, and if you are, then take these parts of me. Take these parts of me. Cause when you don't know the questions, the answers are all but lost. You're trying almost anything, and you don't care about the cost. Your prayers, they seem to be answered. Still, there's more lessons here to teach. Hoping God's not getting tired.
All right. We are almost here. Let's see here. Let's get things here. What else we got to do?
40 days and 40 nights, been wrestling with my soul. maybe this is all that's left.
Ladies and gentlemen, a little bit of Burkes Remedy out there. Carl's getting set up. Please enjoy the music while we finish the podcast.
Flowers planted too. Does it grow now by my hand? Or by my love for you? Someone found my heart, you know.
I can put Carl up in this one. Normally these things go a little bit smoother, but recovering from the crash makes things a little hectic. There we go. We got Carl setting over. Give him a wave, Carl.
Please, take a look at the About section of the channel page for a whole lot of cool info. Afterwards,
give him a wave, Carl. Can you hear him?
No,
you can't hear us yet, folks. All right, we're going to be getting ready for the music soon.
Next part, you know it's for my woman, 'cause it sets my spirit free. And the last for my creator.
Are you plugged in?
The one who made me be. Sometimes you know it goes and scare myself. I hide my head in shame to say I'm not my own worst enemy when you know I only got myself to blame. I remember when it was almost dead. You know I gave it to my love, and it had flowers crimson red. Suddenly it's flourishing with flowers planted too. Does it grow now by my hand or by my love for you? We're gonna get funky now. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3.
All right, here we go. Let's see here. Let's see if we hear Carl in a little bit. He's tuning up.
Long ago and far away, it's not much different than today. You know we're all
I am so tired of searching for all this little stuff.
You know we heard our words and they cut like knives. But I won't worry, I won't fret, 'cause the devil hasn't got me yet. So many ways to wake your heart, you know that's the start. 'Cause the angels are laughing at me, are laughing at me. Fine, but still the eyes can see these angels are laughing, laughing, laughing at me. Come along, gonna be a bumpy ride. And it'll be okay long as you're by my side. You know we've been together through thick and thin. Yeah, there is no war we cannot win. But there's a battle raging at our gate.
Okay.
We forgot the distance between love and hate. That's okay, you know it's so unkind. 'Cause now they wanna take my mind. And all the angels are laughing at me. Angels are laughing at me. Fine, but still the eyes can see these angels are laughing, laughing, laughing at me. They're in my head. You know they're always dancing on my bed.
How's everybody doing today out there in the internet's land? My name is Carl Burke, Burke's Remedy. We are just getting rolling here. Gonna do some recording for you, and hope you enjoy that. Gonna do some re-recordings of some songs. I was going through a list a little bit today, and thought, hey, let's get jiggy with it. I am going to open my one beer.
Exio
For
Sim
the
said
session.
Pitlin GG, Pitlin GG,
Because,
Pitlin GG.
I can. And we're going to be... Did we record Zeke last week? What is love anyway? So,
Exio
can you hear me back there?
sings note, sings mic, 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 sings note, sings mic.
So, this song here was my January song, and I started actually working on my February song. I've got all the music done for it, so I'm going to this week start working on some words, and hopefully you like it. But this song here is kind of a cool song, I have to admit. I was actually having an idea. I was actually talking to somebody in regards to relationships with people, and how everybody has their own opinions of
Yeah, no kidding.
what relationships are supposed to be. And it does get complicated, unfortunately, with situations. And, of course, I'm at that point in my life. I'll be 65 this year, and I believe that I'm going to stick to my guns, and no matter what I do, I'm going to be honest, and I'm going to be truthful with people. And if they don't like it and I hurt their feelings, well, I'm really sorry. But,
Is that... Should I believe that that's going to be a song? Did you guys say?
Well, What Is Love Anyways already is. I don't think we recorded it last week. I think I played
we
it.
did.
Did we? Because I don't have it on my list from
But,
last week. I have...
I may have recorded it while you were playing it.
Oh, okay.
People, not for the song.
Yeah, because I have Parts of Me, Almost Dead, Molecular Circuitry, Angels Are Laughing, Bring on the Rain, and Before I Go are the 6.
Well, then those are the ones that I recorded with your knowledge.
All right, then. So should we do it anyways? Well, as I'm here? And I'm tuned and ready to go? All righty, then. So how's everybody doing? What do we got? We got a bunch of people watching today. I want to thank you again for being here. I'm Carl Burke, Burke's Remedy. And we're going to start off with this song that I literally just wrote, literally on the 18th of last month. So it's pretty fresh. So I hope you like it. A little song called What Is Love Anyway? Gone, the smile from your face. Words, they just disappear without a trace. Life had happiness, but now it's gone. Singers, you know, are nothing without a song. Have you heard about the new sensation? Time to forget all your preparations. Not sure if we need a mediation. What is love anyway? I would rather like you and have you near me than say I love you and I want you around. The morning sun is just hours away and I say to myself, what is love anyway? Why must our hearts break all the time? We are days, sometimes it's like we lost our mind. Lost, will my soul ever find peace? Noise, the noise, the noise. When
Wisebot said white medium star new category. Music white medium star new status. Burke's Remedy live February 9,
Will it just
2023.
be, you know, the same old story? Are we stuck here or are we bound for glory? Is it too late for me to say I'm sorry? And what the hell is love anyway? I would rather like you and have you near me than say I love you and not want you around. The morning sun is just minutes away and I say to myself, what the hell is love anyway? What the hell is love anyway?
vacation. Time to forget about your preparations. Not sure if we need some arbitration. What the fuck is love anyway? I would rather like you and have you near me than say I love you and I want you around. The morning sun is just seconds away and I think to myself, what the fuck is love anyway? What the hell is love anyway? What is love anyway? What is love anyway? So yeah, so that's the song that I wrote.
Lots of applause, lots of applause, lots of applause. That's what everyone else is hearing, just in case you don't hear it.
Okay, all right. Nice. Sweet. So yeah, so we're in our third installment of rocking it out here on Thursdays. Thirsty Thursdays.
Yeah, and if anybody has any requests, think about them. The
Yeah.
request portion of the show will come a little bit later. But Carl, we like to refer to our friend Carl Burke as the local walking jukebox. He can pretty much thrash out almost anything you can think of, or at least close to that genre, right? You know, in
Well,
the vein of.
I actually
You've
broke
done
down.
metal, right? You've done some metal.
I've done metal.
You
I've
did
done
Machine Gun Kelly one day.
I did Machine Gun Kelly's Bloody Valentine, Metallica. I've had a lot of requests for REO Speedwagon, so I actually went and looked up the lyrics and stuff, so I got that. I might even play that for you today if you like that kind of thing.
REO Speedwagon, yes.
And
absolutely.
And some Gordon Lightfoot.
I love
I
Gordon.
found.
What do we have from Gordon Lightfoot?
Actually, if you could read my mind,
I can't read your mind, so you're going to have to tell me.
I will sing it then, and then you'll know.
Oh, the
It's
song.
the song. The song. Now, just so you folks also know, I am also on Twitch. I unfortunately am pretty busy lately, and I've been neglecting my channel, but everything that
Only for 2 years.
Only for 2 years, yeah. You know, it's like I said. Luckily, Zeke, when he does things, everything goes on YouTube and to my channel. He's very good about, doing all that for me. So, I always appreciate that. I actually have a week off this weekend from playing, which is nice. Having to have my little grandbaby coming for the weekend, so I can't wait to have her. And next week on Friday, I am actually at Hamburg Brewing out in Hamburg, New York. Beautiful venue. I'll be playing there for my first time. So hopefully we'll have a lot of people in the South Towns coming out. Have told me that, when I play up in the north and in Buffalo and stuff like that, it's just too far for them to drive. And then I go, I can kind of understand it. So like I said, I'm trying to spread myself out a little bit to these other areas too. So I'll be doing that. And then on the 18th, the next day, I'll be actually playing at Tekla Bistro and Bar, Rustic Bistro and Bar, which is out in Sanborn, New York. So if anybody's out in the North Country there, hey, come on down and have some good grub because their food is delicious. It's a nice Italian, beautiful restaurant.
Tip your waitresses, people.
Please make sure you tip your waitresses and your bartenders. Yeah. And so like I said, I've been busy. I got a bunch of gigs for March. You also can follow me on Facebook at Burkes Remedy Band or under Carl E. Burke. I post back and forth all the time. Things. I have my schedules up there for the next 2 months, as well as, anything that, say, for instance, I'm involved in with an establishment. I'll share it on there as well for them. Just to kind of, give them a little boost. I believe in that. I think it's very, very important. to help your local restaurants and stuff. So this next song I wrote about 10 years ago, actually. And it's a little song that, when I wrote it, I thought the world was basically going to hell in a handbasket, which it does. Kind of slowly do that. But this is a little song called The End of Normal. I hope you like it. We're going to record this too?
Everything's recording right now.
Excellent. 'Too many nights, lights are on, but deep inside you know there's no one home. Stakes are high, the spark is gone. I need some help to figure out what's wrong. Time's a ticking, it's time to fly. Got lots to do, before I die. I can't wait and I won't be shy. How will I know if I don't try? Well, the world is turning, don't you know? Around and around and around it all goes. Gotta keep trying for what it's worth. Yeah, we all wanna have a little peace on earth. Well, the sane ones don't have a chance unless they can all learn themselves a brand new dance. It's not hot and it's not formal, so welcome to the end of normal. The end of normal. Wondering what they're gonna do with us now. People get angry, yeah, they're having to cow. Some can't take it, not one little bit. And others say it's just the same old shit. Well, they got control now of the sun. You can't hide and you can't run. The devil's laughing, he's having some fun. Their kingdom come, there will be done. Well, the world is turning, don't you know? And around and around and around it all goes. Gotta keep trying for what it's worth. Yeah, we all wanna have a little peace on earth. Well, the sane ones don't have a chance. Yeah, unless they can all learn themselves a brand new dance. It's not hot and it's not warm. Well, welcome to the end of normal. Swing your partner and guard your soul. We're all gonna have a little starring role. The stage is set, but it's so informal. So welcome to the end. The end. And the end. 'Cause the world is turning, don't you know? Around and around and around it all goes. Gotta keep trying for what it's worth. Yeah, we all wanna get a little peace on earth. Well, the sane ones don't have a chance. Yeah, unless they can all learn themselves a brand new dance. It's not hot and it's not formal. Well, welcome to the end of normal. The end of normal. The end of normal. The end of normal. End of normal. The end of normal. End of normal. End of normal. The end of normal. End of normal. End of normal. It's the end of normal, baby. This guitar sounded a little ballsy there. Nice.
Yeah, sounds good.
All right, so next song is another question. It is. It isn't actually. This when I wrote this originally, back in 2010, kind of was going through one of those times in my life. I was preparing to move across country to Texas, and so, of course, when we got there, we found out that unfortunately my wife had cancer, and we were only there a couple months. So we basically, at that point, stuck it out for a couple years, and then unfortunately, I didn't feel that the way they were treating her in regards to it was doing anything really. She just kept slipping back and back and back. So we came back to Buffalo. We weren't there long. We were only there for like 3.5 years. So this song here encompasses the fact that sometimes in life things are exactly the opposite of what we think it is. And this is the name of the song, is Happiness Ain't Everything. I get down on my knees and I pray that heaven helps me make it through another day in this town. And who knows what tomorrow may bring when happiness ain't everything. Down is up, left is right. Get a grip, hold on tight. Black is white, less is more. And heaven waits behind that door. And who knows what tomorrow may bring. The rich are poor, bad is good. Here on earth, you know it's understood. War is peace, fake is real. So stay awake behind the wheel. You know I get down on my knees and I pray that heaven helps me make it through another day in this town. And who knows what tomorrow may bring when happiness ain't everything. Life is death, happy, sad. All those things you know you wish you had. The meat get tough, and love is hate. Gonna meet you at the pearly gate. You know I get down on my knees and I pray that heaven helps me make it through another day in this town. And who knows what tomorrow may bring. I get down on my knees and I pray that heaven helps me make it through another day in this town. And who knows what tomorrow may bring when happiness ain't everything. Oh, 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 oh. You know that happiness ain't everything. No, it ain't everything.
Nice ending. I like how you did that at the end. That's the first time I heard you do that.
Mix it up a little bit. I'm mixing it up. I'm being a little silly. There, Zeke.
No, I like that. You should do that like that all the time.
I plan on it, actually.
Because you know my opinion is the only one that matters, really. So.
No, I do appreciate that, yes. Yes, I know. Thank you for making that clear. It's nice to have somebody paying attention. It is. It's very nice. Let's see. What are we going to do next? Well, I got a couple things on my list since, you know... Let's do South Buffalo Boy. I haven't done that in a while. Be nice if I played the right note. Yeah, this is a little song about where I grew up. A little song called South Buffalo Boy. Climb the highest mountains and I swam the deepest seas. Raised my soul up to heaven. Felt the devil take pity on me. Searched so long for all the answers to these questions that've been running in my life. So many roads for me to travel down, and I'm praying that I'm getting it right. And I'm hoping that this trying's not in vain now. My heart, my mind, my soul, no simple toy. When the angels come down from heaven, I hope they look out for this South Buffalo boy. Sometimes it's too easy just to be scared of those things that go bump in the night. Out there somewhere in this darkness, I know there's a light for me to see. 'Cause there's no telling what a man might do to make his soul feel free. And I'm hoping that this trying's done. My heart, my soul, no simple toys. When the angels come down from heaven, I hope they look out for this South Buffalo boy. You know that sometimes life, it goes and trips you up, and it'll knock you on your ass. Get back up, keep pushing. Just like time, this too is gonna pass. You know it's gonna pass. And I'm hoping that this trying's not in vain now. My heart, my mind, my soul, no simple toys. When the angels come down from heaven, I hope they look out for this South Buffalo boy. You know that when the angels come down from heaven, I pray they take back with them this South Buffalo boy. Hey now, South Buffalo boy. Hey now, hey na 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 na. South Buffalo boy.
Yeah, it was nicely done.
Thank you.
A lot of energy in that one.
With some energy. Yeah, you're right. Yeah, I'm feeling I was very sluggish today. I don't know what it was. I didn't have too many cocktails last night either. A little bit of craziness there. You know, unfortunately, people can't control their drugs. And people were there and causing a little bit of havoc. And
over at the karaoke?
yeah, and our buddy Brian was there with us. And we didn't put up with it. So we kind of like didn't. I kind of was as tactful as I possibly could be.
Let's not say anything here that you wouldn't say in court, Carl.
That's right. Well, let's just say, you know, the guy was bugging other people for money and stuff. The woman kept saying, buy me a shot, buy me a shot. She was hanging all over me and hanging all over.
Oh, wow. Peggy must
Peggy.
have
No, she was hanging over Peggy, too. She
really?
loved Peggy. She was telling Peggy, oh, God, you look like Pamela Anderson.
Oh, I never even thought of that.
And all this
you're
stuff. And she is voluptuous like that, so definitely. And like I said, I just kind of, I'd had enough of it. And then the one guy, there's an older gentleman who has to have one of those, not a transport chair, but the things you hold on to walk. And he carries all his entire life on this thing. And this guy was hassling on him, and all of his stuff fell on
Oh,
the
yeah,
floor.
he does all that blues music.
Yeah.
Yeah,
The
he's a
old
nice guy. He does
Motown.
those caricatures.
Dalton, yeah.
Yeah.
And he was pissed off at this guy, and he took it out on me, and he apologized because I was out there trying to help him pick his stuff up off the ground. And the guy who runs the open, the karaoke, Corey, just said, Carl, just let him go. You know, that's just how he is. I said, okay. And so like I said, after that incident, I just told this guy, back off, stand down, take 10% off and move away. And I must have been the look on my face or whatever, because he literally did. Brian was going to just jack him up. And I'm like, nobody's going to jail tonight. No need for this idiot, you know, to go ahead and start this. And also, I have to say that my friend Corey, again, who runs the karaoke, he went ahead in line and actually said, you know, if you're going to bring your BS into where I am working, then you can just leave and you will never be allowed at one of my shows again. And you know what? That is the attitude we have to take. I actually Saturday had my first heckler ever. Now, I've been told by people, oh, you played that song too fast, or why did you play it in that key? And then I would say, if they're snarky with me, I would take the guitar and I would go to hand it to them. I go, you want to show me how to do it then? And of course the response is, well, I don't know how to play the guitar. I go, okay then. I'm making an inanimate object sing.
Yeah, I saw Ted Nugent play with the damn Yankees once, and somebody yelled something out from the crowd just during this moment where there was silence right after a song.
Yep.
He goes, I can play better than that. And Ted Nugent goes up to the mic and he goes, you know what? You may be able to play better than that. You may be able to play better than me. You may be the best guitar player on the planet. Who knows? He goes, but there's one thing I do know. You'll never, ever, ever beat Ted fucking Nugent. And the entire place exploded.
Of course it would. Of course, I don't necessarily believe in all of his philosophies.
Oh no, but I like his music.
But his music and
I don't mix the two. I either like the music or I don't.
Yeah. Well, he is a big like conservationist. He actually he's got a ranch in Texas, which is I'm trying to think. It's not too far away.
Yeah, he's big into the cross.
Actually, where the Camp Davidian was, where they burned the whole place down. The federal marshals had a standoff there for
Utah?
No, that was a different one. This was the Davidian. His name was David. He thought he was Jesus. Koresh, David Koresh. And I forget the city in little town in Texas. I think the only thing that was there really was like oil.
Oh yeah, I remember watching that as it happened on TV when they rolled the tank into the side.
Exactly. And the house blew up, and ATF guys were killed, and just
tons of people were killed.
well,
A lot of people were killed.
Well, men, women, and children all burned to death. Yeah.
It was terrible.
It was terrible.
How did we get on this?
I don't know, because we were talking about the fact that Ted Nugent is such a kind of a cool guy.
Ted Nugent to Branch Davidian.
Because I can't think of the name of the town in Texas, and it's driving me insane today. Any other time, something like this would just be on the tip of my tongue.
All I said is I like cat scratch fever, and that's how far you went with it.
Cat scratch. Cat scratch fever. A little Ted Nugent for you.
Yeah, you're not Ted Nugent
I'm
either.
not.
No.
I'm not. And I'll never say that I am.
Ladies and gentlemen, Carl Burke.
Yeah, not Ted Nugent. All right, he's better looking than me. He's got more hair too, and he's rich. Anyways, here's a little song I wrote. Also, this is going about 10 years back, and I don't want to get into the nitty-gritty of the song. Let's just say the name of the song is I Got My Hands in My Pockets. Haven't played this in a long time, by the way. I got my hands inside my pockets. You know I'm standing on the road. You know I got my hands inside my pockets. You know I'm standing on the road. You know my mind is feeling heavy because the devil wants my soul. I got both hands upon the wheel. You know my eye is on the prize. Got both hands upon the wheel, and my eye is on the prize. Come for me and mine, I'm telling you, brother, we ain't gonna sympathize. But we're sitting here with our hands inside our pockets. Soon we'll be standing on the road, on the road, on the road, on the motherfucking road. You know I got my hands inside my pockets, and I'll be standing on the road. You know my mind is worried, but something's telling me we got to go. You know I got my ass out in the wind, and my gun is by my side. You know I got my ass out in the wind. You know my gun is by my side. You know you come for me and mine. I tell you again, we're not gonna abide. But till then I'll be sitting here with my hands inside my pockets. Then I'll be standing on the road, on the road, on the road, on the motherfucking road. You know I got my hands inside my pockets, and I'll be standing on the road. You know my heart is feeling 'cause you know I have my hands in my pockets. Yeah, I have my hands in my pockets. Gonna have my hands in my pockets. Gonna have my hands in my pockets. Gonna have my hands in my pockets. My hands, my hands, my hands down in my pocket. Whoa, 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 whoa. And I'll be standing on the road, baby. So that.
Too bad you have a mic stand. Otherwise, you would have had to drop the mic there.
I could have dropped the
Yeah,
mic.
you could have. We don't want to break shit, so don't do that.
No, we won't do that. No. All right.
I was just thinking. Now let's think out loud to the crowd here.
Okay.
We could, we do this anyway, just about every week, right?
Yeah.
And now we've started recording all of it.
Yeah.
We could take these recordings and make a little audio-only podcast
We could.
and put that up on the internet weekly.
We should.
Maybe we should think about that.
Let's do that.
We'll-
I mean,
we'll-
I
we'll
posted
talk
on.
about that later.
I get a lot of people. It's amazing. I'll have a lot of people that when I share on Facebook and Instagram and stuff, the link to this and Twitter.
Oh, Phantom Shock was here.
Oh,
Nice.
nice.
Thanks for dropping by, man.
Yeah, absolutely. Thanks. Well, what I was going to say is every week I'm hitting new milestones on Facebook. More and more people are coming over, not only liking and following me, but are following me on Instagram and Twitter, because I cross-reference everything. I've been putting my schedule, like I just put my schedule for February and March up. And, try to give people heads up, ahead of time so they see. They go, oh, I got nothing going on that night. Maybe I'll go out and see Carl play. So I'll try to plant the seed early, you know what I mean, instead of just doing it the week before.
Oh, yeah.
Tomorrow I'll set up a post for Hamburg Brewing, and I'll set one up for Tekla,
Oh, yeah.
for
I
those
see
days.
what you're saying.
And I'll actually do an event. And so this way people can actually click it and put it on their
Oh,
calendars.
yeah,
and all
absolutely.
that
Makes it
stuff.
easier.
Makes it easier.
We got to get into that QR code stuff, too.
I was thinking about that. You're right.
I should really have one right up on the screen all the time.
Yep.
A little one.
Yep.
And then one for you.
Yeah, sure.
We could just throw QR codes all over the screen.
Why not?
All right, what are we getting next? Any
Yes.
requests out there? Anybody have any requests whatsoever?
All right, then I'm just going to play something.
All right, we'll thank you all for the lurks. We appreciate it. Hang in there.
Yeah, absolutely. No, thank you everybody for watching today. Like I said, please follow me, Burkes_Remedy, on Twitch, YouTube, Facebook, Twitter, Instagram. On Instagram, it's carl.burke.music. I tried to set something up, and they would allow, and they allowed me to put up a logo.
Oh,
but
that's nice.
They wouldn't allow me to, for some reason, and I don't understand it. And I talked to my one friend who's in a band who set a little thing up on there too, to do basically what I do, post their
Sure.
shows and stuff. And he goes, if you didn't do it at a certain time, which they've been a band for over 10 years.
Uh-huh.
So they did it years ago when Instagram started. So now things have changed because
Yeah.
everybody wants to make money off of you.
Oh yeah.
And so it's one of these situations where, they want, do you want to boost your post? Do you want to do this? You want to do that? Well, no, because by boosting it, all it's doing is sending
Yeah.
out to people that I maybe do not want there.
Yeah, it's pretty random anyway.
Yeah, I mean, the people that are actually...
I'm sure there's an algorithm or something.
Well, yeah. The people that are following, I'm watching these people that are following me and liking and sending me, friend requests and stuff like that. And I'm noticing that these are people that have been at places that I've played out.
Mm-hmm.
So, like I said, I always try to give myself a little plug, which I even did at karaoke. I told them,
sure.
hey, I'm going to be here in March twice, on the 4th and the 17th, St. Patrick's Day. So please, stop back in, and hear me sing this song playing a guitar. So, and, like I said, more and more people are getting into it. So that's a wonderful thing.
All right. Let's do it.
This little song called Just Like Me. Something's wrong, there's something right, there's something in the air tonight, and I can't seem to put my finger on it. Thoughts that are running around my head, if I don't write them down, well, I'll be dead, and I don't feel like writing my next sonnet. So far and yet so near, I wish we could get out of here. I know that path well when we are upon it. Well, you know that there's a time and there's a place for more than things taking up space. Hearts that sing and minds that wanna fly. Oh, time it seems to take control. It's always got a star and roll, stays with you to the day you die. Yeah, maybe then we'll see that you're just like me. You're just like me. You're just like me. You're just like me. Well, round and round and round we go, and where we stop nobody knows. It's crazy, but we need to take the ride. Life is tough, but worth the fight. We all got that God-given right to have the one we love right by our side. And you know that there's a time and there's a place for more than things taking up space. Hearts that sing and minds that wanna dream. Oh, time that seems to take control. It's always got a star and roll. Tomorrow we'll see what it brings. Yeah, maybe then we'll see that you're just like me. You're just like me. You're just like me. You're just like me. Round and round we go, and where it stops nobody knows. It's crazy, but we need to take the ride. If you're just like me, you're just like me. You're just like me. You're just like me. Oh, something's wrong, there's something right, there's something in the air tonight, and I can't seem to put my finger on it. Yeah. Nice. We already did like 6 songs. Wow. We're just cruising,
Yeah, cranking them right along.
cranking them right out. Bear with me 1 second.
Oh, we're bearing. Oh, it's a phone call.
It's about my car warranty. Yep.
Every day at this time.
Yep.
Just cut myself wide open, Maybe,
Yep.
I don't know.
Let me turn my volume off.
What do I hope to find, though? Because Maybe my only enemy is time.
Okay. I'm ready to maybe do one or two more originals and take a little break and then come back, and if anybody has requests, or I'll play a couple new songs here and
Okay.
we'll go from there.
Sounds like a plan.
The next song, a very good friend of mine who was actually played here, Carla. His wife passed away from cancer a couple years before my Donna did. And I kind of wrote this as a dedication, not just for her, but also for him, because both of them were really big into tattoos. Huge. Like, he's got a full serpent that starts on his arm, comes all the way across his back, and comes down the other arm. It's the tail's on one arm and the head is on the other. It's really wild. And she had a whole bunch of tattoos. She actually had a tattoo of her mother, who had passed away from the same kind of cancer a few years earlier. She had a tattoo of her mother's face put on her back. So they were both real heavy into this. I myself don't have any tattoos. I've got a couple ear piercings. That's really about it. I just, I never really thought of anything that if I was going to keep it permanently on my body. And then, as time goes on and your body changes and, you got to freshen the ink up on it. And it's like, first off, I have a hard time sitting still for
There's a time and a place.
So for me to go ahead and try to sit in a chair while somebody's trying to put something, I might do something basic. So yeah, I was thinking about maybe a Celtic cross on my forearm, or a rose in barbed wire. I don't know why that keeps popping in my head, but anyways, here's a song called "Ink on My Arm." There's a time and a place for everything, or so they say. Though I hate to say it, I must agree it's true. 'Cause these walls we've built around us, they must come down. If there's ever gonna be a thing called me and you. I thought that we had something, like nothing else. A love I thought was never gonna end. Like a light as a feather, free as a bird of flying. Now just like them, it's gone with the wind. So listen carefully to the words I sing. They may be strong, but I don't mean any harm. When you felt a love like I have, it's hard to compare. It's forever, like the ink on my arm. So I try to find the reasons to just hold on to something, and wishing it was you. Why'd you have to leave me here, no use to no one? 'Cause no one can love me the way you used to do. So life has lost its charm. You are flying up with the angels, while I'm here now in my limbo, and it's black, just like the ink on my arm. There's a great big hole inside of me, I can't fill it up. Why must my heart always feel alarmed? The love you had, you know, it is so permanent. Yeah, you know it's permanent, like the ink here on my arm. Well, I hope someday our love will come just like you, to give me purpose, find my soul some calm. You'll always be here in my heart now and forever. Yeah, for eternity, like the ink on my arm. Now and forever, like the ink on my arm. You know it's permanent, like the ink on my arm. So that's for Carlo and Lisa. Actually, that wasn't even on my list for the show today. Basically, we've done.
Very nice.
I gotta put that on here though, because no, that's a nice song. I like that song.
Yeah, it is a good song.
Inca Mare. Oh, I dropped stuff. Poopies.
Uh-oh. Well, make sure your next song's one you know.
It is. All right. Well, I think for the last song to record today, I mean, we're going to record everything else, but you know,
The last, original.
we're gonna take a short break.
And then we'll get into some covers.
We're gonna do some cover tunes for you, some new stuff, some old stuff, just stuff you like and stuff I like and stuff Zeke likes, and I think Coop does too.
Oh, Cooper's a big fan.
He's a huge fan. Yeah. He loves me. I love him too.
Is he in there right now?
No, he must be out in the hallway.
Yeah, he's in the hallway
He's
sleeping.
in the hallway sleeping. All right. What am I gonna do for my last time? I'm gonna do this song because I haven't played this song in a while. I'm gonna put it on here too. Wow. This is groovy. Haven't done it in a while, and I gotta remember to do these songs. How many lines?
Oh, yeah. That's a good one. How many lines
Yep.
are in my... No, not those
That's
kinds
all
of
right.
lines.
No, we don't. Yeah. Everybody thinks that's what the song is about, and it's not. It's basically about the lines that we draw, if you want to call it, in the sand. And the things that we do, the things we put up with, stuff like that. And I kind of like this song, so let's play it. How many lines I forgot the words to my own song. How sick is that? Hold it. It's right here in front of me. Duh. I'm a duh today. We're going to start it again. How many lines do you have to cross? How many hills will you climb? How long will we stare into the sun till we realize we're going blind? People all around, they're getting mad as hell. Don't know how much more they can take. Wondering if we should load up our guns, or is it love that we should make? You know that signs are all around us, but we can't see. What the hell's the matter with you and me? Do we make a difference or let it pass on by? Well, we're looking like ostriches, our heads in the sand. How we following a master plan? We're like books on a shelf, and these words are our lives. But how many lines? How many lines we gonna draw in the sand? How many lives we gonna lose? Will they keep shoving it right down our throats, or will we get a chance to choose? Well, the people up on high, they say that it's all right. You know they got it all under control. You know we do have reality TV, but I think somehow it's all scripted as hell. Or maybe life has lost its soul. Signs are all around us, but we can't see. What the hell's the matter with you and me? Do we make a difference or let it pass on by? Are we like ostriches, our heads in the sand? Are we following a master plan? We're like books on a shelf, and these words are our lives. But how many lines? How many lines? How many lines will I have on my face when I realize I'm getting old? Will love be here to warm my heart? Will it be all dark and cold? Well, ever since I was young, felt something's wrong with me. Something's just not right. Saying, God, how I love the light of day. Yeah, but I feel comfort in the night. Signs are all around us, but we can't see. What the hell's the matter with you and me? Do we make a difference and let it pass? Let it just pass on by? Well, we're looking like ostriches, our heads in the sand. How we following a master plan? We're like books on a shelf, and these words are our lives. But how many lines? How many lines? How many lines? How many lines? Okay, gonna take a short break and we'll be right back.
Let's see if that's better. I'll go back down on the top.
40 days and 40 nights, you know I've been wrestling with my soul. Is this all that's left? Parts of me are going numb and confusion's running wild. Guess I've failed to pass the test.
There's been times when happiness was like my best friend, but lately, you know, it acts just like a guest. Even with a love that feels so strong, I've got no reason for to doubt. Have I lost sight of my quest? Love is here and it warms my heart, and I can feel it when it beats. My faith, it's feeling oh so strong, but my soul is not complete. My thoughts are everywhere, just like the air I breathe. Are the answers just too far away to see? Or is the whole the parts of me? Been running around all my life, you know, I'm just trying to find the key and bridges. You know that they can burn so fast. Mountains high and valleys low, so many miles now have I walked, but I can't find that secret path. Why does peace elude me so? It seems like it's laughing right in my face. But lately, you know, I'm feeling that I'm just a joke. You know, I'm feeling like a beast of burden, and it's a great weight that I pull. Can I ever shed my yoke? 'Cause when you don't know the questions, you know the answers are all but lost. You're trying almost anything, and you don't care about the cost. Prayers always seem to be answered, but yet there's more lessons here to teach. Hoping God's not getting tired of my pleas, and if you are, then take these parts of me. Take these parts of me. Cause when you don't know the questions, you know the answers are all but lost. You're trying almost anything, and you don't care about the cost. Your prayers, they seem to be answered. Still, there's more lessons here to teach. Hoping God's not getting tired of my pleas. 40 days and 40 nights, you know, been wrestling with my soul. Maybe this is all that's left. There's a time and a place for everything, so they
Zeke
say.
Cooper said thanks for hanging out with
Though I
us.
hate to
Carl
say
will be
it,
back soon covering all of your favorite
I must
artists.
agree it's true. Because these walls we build around us, they must come down if there's ever gonna be a thing called me and you. I thought that we had something like nothing else, a love I thought was never gonna end. Just like a feather, free like a bird a flying, and now just like them, it's gone with the wind. So listen carefully to the words I sing. They may be strong, but I don't mean any harm. when you felt like a love that I've had. It's hard to compare, 'cause it's forever like the ink on my arm. So try to find the reasons to just hold on to something and wishing it was you. Why'd you have to leave me here? No use to anyone, 'cause no one can love me the way you used to do. And I'm wondering if I'm ever gonna love again. It seems as a life, it seems to have lost its charm. You are flying with the angels while I'm here now in my limbo, and it's black just like the ink on my arm. Yeah, there's a great big hole inside of me, I can't fill it up. Why must be my heart always feels so alone? The love we had, you know, it was so permanent. Well, you know it's permanent, like the ink on my arm. And I'm hoping someday, love, it will come again, just like you, to give me purpose, find my soul some calm. You'll always be here in my heart now and forever, for eternity, just like the ink on my arm, now and forever, like the ink on my arm. Yeah, you are permanent, like the ink on my arm. Today's the day I'm taking charge. No more acting like a fool, you know I'm living large. Sick and tired of being down and out. No more being quiet, gonna scream and shout. No more looking in my rearview mirror, looking straight ahead because it's so much clearer. About getting into heaven, I hope I'm fine. When it comes to the commandments, I'm a broken nine. I tried to live my life the know your way that you should. With so much evil around, you know it's hard to be good. When I'm standing there at a heaven's door, I'm praying that St. Peter's not a great big bore. And if anyone got hurt in the making of my life, I'm really sorry. I'm sorry. Look out, world, now here I come. Striking while it's hot, you know I'm on the run. Got no time and I can't slow down. My feet are finally planted on a solid ground. Yeah, all my guns are loaded, gonna fire at will. I may be getting old, but I'm not over the hill. About getting into heaven, I hope I'm fine. When it comes to the commandments, I've a broken nine. I tried to live a life, you know, the way that you should. But with such evil around, you know it's hard to be good. When I'm standing there at a heaven's door, I'm praying that St. Peter's not a great big bore. And if anyone got hurt in the making of my life, you know
sorry. Yeah, you know what, I'm sorry. So sorry. Too many nights, lights are on, but deep inside you know there's no one home. Stakes are high, you know the spark is gone. I need some help and find out what's wrong. Time a ticking, time to fly. Got lots to do, you know, before I...
You know it's hotter than Valhalla, and it's brighter than the sun. We're wishing and hoping.
Welcome back, everyone.
People looking
Burkes Remedy.
Well, lately... Here, mute me for a second, because I'm going to plug it. All right. Okay. Been getting a lot of requests from
Have you
people.
now?
So, and of course, you know, when you're doing cover tunes, you got to try to make it your own type of a thing.
No, sure. Why not?
And I kind of, you know, look at things in general, and I guess you know what it was when it comes to this song. I was a big REO Speedwagon fan back in the day. I had their live double album. It was a phenomenal album. Gary Rithcraft, the lead guitar player, probably one of the best guitar players ever in rock and roll. And the vocals and everybody just played, you know, they were like Journey. They everything they did was gold. And so I kind of decided that I'm going to do this song.
Okay. Oh, hold up. Don't do it yet. I gotta remember to roll on you here.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Yeah, okay, you're good. Go.
All right. Heard it from a friend. Different key. Hold on. Heard it from a friend. Nope. Again, first time I've done this in a long time. Heard it from... Jesus.
What? Did you break a string?
Almost.
That is a high-pitched
Heard it from a friend who... Heard it from a friend who... Heard it from another, you've been messing around. They say you got a boyfriend, you're out late every weekend. They're talking about you and it's bringing me down. But I know the neighborhood, talk is cheap when the story is good, and the tales grow taller on down the line. But I'm telling you, babe, that I don't think it's true, babe. And even if it is, keep this in mind. You take it on the run, baby. That's the way you want it, baby. Then I don't want you around. I don't believe it, not for a minute. You take it on the gun and I take it on the run. Picking up your white lies, you're putting on your bedroom eyes. You say you're coming home, but you won't say when. But I can feel it coming, so if you leave tonight, keep running. And even if you never look back again, you take it on the run, baby. That's the way you want it, baby. Then I don't Not for a minute. You got her the gun, so you take it on the run. Heard it from a friend who heard it from a friend who heard it from another. You've been messing around. I'll have to work on that a little bit. Shit is just falling down, and I do not know why. I actually move stuff back. Okay, I move stuff away.
Are you okay in there? Do you need me to bring you anything?
Hold on. This ain't happening again.
Oh, what are you dumping your beer on my floor again?
No, I'm not. Listen, something's going on in here. My phone was laying
Yeah, there sure is.
perfectly flat on this chair next to me, and that just fell on the
Oh,
floor.
yeah, that's all.
It
I'm telling you,
didn't
was your
just slip
guitar
off.
cord. I showed you it was the guitar cord last
Yes, but the guitar. Okay.
Because it got caught on camera.
See
We
where the
could
beer
it.
is?
Yes.
See where the beer is?
Yeah.
Okay. The water was right here. Okay. So even if I turned like this, I
showed it the video to you.
I know.
It is not a ghost.
All right. Be cool if it was though. Ooh, spooky. Make me scared in my pants. It shriveled up, want to go in my body.
Okay, turtle boy.
He's scared. He's so scared. He can't help it. Cannot help it.
Hey, your girlfriend's in the window.
Hi.
No, the other one.
How you doing up there? Where'd she go?
Your ghostly one.
There
There
she
she
is.
is.
Hey, bitch.
Oh, wow. Hey, that's
Ooh.
not how we talk to ladies.
No, they're dead. It doesn't matter.
You suck.
If you could read my mind, love, what a tale my thoughts could tell. Just like an old time movie about a ghost from a wishing well, in a castle dark or a fortress strong, with chains upon my feet. You know that ghost is me, and I will never be set free as long as I'm a ghost you can't see. If you could read my mind, love, what a tale my thoughts could tell. Just like a paperback novel, the kind the drugstore sells. When you reach the part where the heartaches come, the hero would be near, but heroes often fail. And you won't read that book again because the ending's just too hard to take. I walk away like a movie star who gets burned in a three-way script and enters number 2. A movie queen to play the scene of all the good times out in me. But for now, love, let's be real. I never thought I could act this way, and I've got to say, I just don't get it. I don't know where we went wrong, but the feeling's gone, and I just can't get it back. Could read my mind, love, what a tale my thoughts would tell. Just like an old time movie about a ghost from a wishing well, in a castle dark or a fortress strong, with chains upon my feet, but stories always end. And if you read between the lines, you'll know that I'm just trying to understand the feeling that you lack. I never thought I could feel this way, and I've got to say that I just don't get it. I don't know where we went wrong, but the feeling's gone, and I just can't get it back. Got to work on the beginning and the ending. But for the first time playing that ever in air in front of people, yeah, did the best that I could. You know what I'm saying?
No, I liked it.
Okay.
Well, you just gotta, you gotta work on it.
Get
used to it.
Gotta work on
how it goes.
Yeah, got to work on it a little bit. You know.
When's the last time you went to an eye doctor, Carl?
Actually, I'm going on the 20th.
Okay.
Why?
Oh, I was just curious. Sometimes it looks like you have a little trouble reading the words off the page because it's so far away.
I'm trying to get it off so it's not.
I spotted it, and now I'm concerned about your eyesight and your medical health and eye care as it concerns eye care. You gonna be okay? When's this appointment? Do you need me to come with you?
The 20th, I think.
Okay. At least I'm glad to hear you're taking care of yourself.
Yeah, well, at least I know I don't really need hearing aids, which is my one audiology friend thinks that I should do it anyways. But, I told him, I'm going to wait a little bit, for that. I just, with the music thing and stuff, it would be too difficult to have it in one ear and not have something balanced out in the other. It would drive me insane. So I don't think I'm going to do it yet. But
wouldn't the idea be to balance it out because you can't hear as well in one ear?
Yeah, but when you're playing music, it's different. When you're playing music,
because you're just used to it being unbalanced now.
I'm just used to it being unbalanced. I'm used to at night if I sleep on this side, the world basically cuts down by 50% because I've got about a 40% loss in here. And I can tell that. But again, my sinuses are constantly always draining. They said sinuses and sinus infections, ear infections, all that stuff goes hand in hand.
Well, I mean, can't you just try it out and see if it makes a difference?
Not for $1,000 to try.
What, they don't test it?
No.
They don't have a tester for you to,
No.
What is it,
they
surgery?
They custom fit these things for your ear.
Well, they have to have some sort of... How can you drop a bunch of money on what... is basically they're telling you.
There is some tweaking, I'm sure, involved with a unit itself.
I need to know.
I'm going to talk to him a little bit about it, I'd have to join Sam's Club.
I can't believe they don't have like a test. Sam's Club.
Yeah, they have an audiology center there. You can get hearing aids, eyeglasses, all that stuff in Sam's Club.
Okay. Well, first maybe we ought to find a real hearing doctor.
Okay. Well, I did see an ENT, and he said I don't have. Hi.
There's Cooper.
There's the Coopsies. Cooper came in, and he was.
There's the Cooper of Zeke Cooper.
That's right. He's my favorite puppy dog. Yes, he is in the little tag back there. It's not really little. He's got a good-sized tail. That thing is wagging all over. All right. This is a song I got booed Saturday. So if this guy's watching, suck it. Operator, can you help me make this call? See, the number on the matchbook is old and faded. She's living in LA with my good old ex-friend Ray. Guy said she knew and sometimes hated. Well, isn't that just the way they say it goes. So let's forget all that and give me the number if you can find it, so I can call and tell him I'm confined and show I've overcome the blow. I've learned to take it well. I only wish my words could convince myself it just wasn't real, 'cause that's not the way it feels. Operator, can you help me place this call? 'Cause I can't read the number that you just gave me. There's something in my eyes, you know it happens every time. I think about the love that I thought would save me. Isn't that the way they say it goes? So let's forget all that and give me the number if you can find it, so I can call and tell them I'm fine and to show I've overcome the blow. I've learned to take it well. I only wish my words could convince myself it just wasn't real, and that's not the way it feels. No, 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 that's not the way it feels. Operator, well, let's forget about this call. There's no one there I really wanted to talk to. Thank you for your time. Well, you've been so much more than kind. You can keep the dime. Isn't that the way they say it goes? So let's forget all that and give me the number if you can find it, so I can call and tell them I'm fine and to show I've overcome the blow. I learned to take it well. I only wish my words could convince myself just isn't real, and that's not the way it feels. There, Jim Croce, operator. All right.
Nicely done, Carl. Nicely done.
Well, thank you. The guy didn't think so. He was a jerk.
Was he?
Oh, he was a jackass.
Well, what did he say?
That fucking sucked.
Wow,
It
really?
was like Ramsey, that Ramsey guy, playing with his hair going, "This is rotten!"
Oh, my God.
He was terrible.
Oh, wow. That's crazy.
But he was belligerent to another customer, got up in his face about something else that he was saying, and I'm like, yeah, this guy's going to be trouble. I could just kind of tell that he was going to be a little bit of a pain in the buttiski.
Yeah.
But, got through it, and then, like I said, he wasn't the only one there. I was entertaining. So the way I looked at it, at the other, 20-some people that were there,
Hey, you can't win them all,
well, here's the thing. Like I said, they asked me, they liked me so much after he left, because he left in the beginning of my third set. So after, like 9, somewhere 9:30, somewhere around there. And he left finally, and people were walking up to me saying, "You're doing great. Don't listen to him." The Sarah, from Conlon's.
Yeah.
She said she thought that I was gonna basically beat the guy with my guitar, and I go, first off, why would I destroy my guitar?
Oh, my God.
Why would I do that to my guitar? Number one, and
So
I said,
dramatic.
Number two, I think
She
I
is
said,
kinda
do you
dramatic,
think
though.
Madonna would want me to come back here after I beat up a patron? No. Plus getting sued, plus getting arrested, plus. There are no positives
So
to the outcome. And I said,
so come on down to the
yeah, come on down where I'm playing and heckle me so I could put my boot in your ass. No, I mean, it's like I said, that's not me.
Evolve Yourself
and
TV said Raid
you know,
City.
I'm there to
Oh,
do
gosh,
a job. I'm a
Mel's Camp said
professional. I'm there to
Melska
do a
Hart
job.
Melska Brotum Raid
and that's what
Melska
I'm there
Verb
to
Melska
do.
Ohio.
Oh, Mel's Camp with a raid. We raid for
Clubs
Party
10
of
said
4.
Chick
Way to go.
194
Thank you,
Banana
Mel's
Chick
Camp.
194
Thank you very
Banana
much.
Chick
We like
194
you so
Banana
much.
Chick 194
do you have
Banana
any
Chick
requests, Mel's
194
Camp?
Banana Chick 194
Do you
Banana.
like Chris
Anything you'd like to
Stapleton?
hear?
Clubs 10 said Clubs Flammer of
Do you
Hey,
Clubs
Clubs,
Flammer of
thanks for
Clubs
dropping
Flammer
by.
of Clubs
You guys
Flammer
like
of
Chris
Clubs Flammer
Stapleton?
of.
Just give me a thumbs up. Just shoot a thumbs up there.
Yeah, I'll let you know.
All right.
Anything you guys want to hear?
I'm gonna do it anyways. How's
Okay,
that?
you think about it while he plays this guy, Chris Stapleton.
Clubs 10 said Lokib 3 yes.
Whiskey and you. There's a bottle on the dresser by your ring, and it's empty. So right now I don't feel a thing, and I'll be hurting when I wake
Mel's
up
Camp
on
said
the
hi at
floor.
Z Cooper SNF Burkes.
But I'll be over it by noon. That's the difference between whiskey and you. Come tomorrow, I can walk in any store and there ain't no problem.
Nightbot said hit that subscribe
It
button
will
and
always
check if
sell
you
me
have a free
more.
Twitch Prime sub
But your
available.
forgiveness, well, it's something I can't
So at Mel's
buy.
Camp.
There ain't a thing that I can do. That's the difference between whiskey and you. One's the devil,
Mel's Camp said I am trying to learn rhythm
one
on
keeps
ukulele.
driving
Do
me
not play them
insane. At times I wonder if they ain't both the same. But one's a liar, helps to hide me from my pain, and one's the long gone bitter truth. That's the difference between whiskey and you.
Z Cooper said I'll check.
I've got a problem, but it ain't what you think. I drink 'cause I'm lonesome, and I'm lonesome 'cause I drink. And if I don't break down and bring it on myself, it'll hit me right out of the blue. That's the difference between whiskey and you. 'Cause one's the devil, one keeps driving me insane, and times I wonder if they ain't both the same. But one's a liar, helps me try to hide my pain, and one's the long gone bitter truth. That's the difference between whiskey and you. Oh, that's the difference between whiskey and you.
All right, Carl, we have a request.
Okay.
Do you know Ripple? I know you know beer.
Ripple. I know beer.
Yeah, Mel's Camp is trying to learn you Ripple on ukulele. Do you play that one?
Who does this song?
Yeah, let me check. Let me do a quick Google search while you
Yeah.
play a little soft shoe tap dance action.
Mel's Camp said it's a Grateful Dead song.
Grateful Dead song.
Oh, Grateful Dead. You know, I'll tell you a song that I used to play back in the...
If my words did glow with the gold of sunshine and my tunes were played on the harp unstrung, would you hear my voice come through the music? Would you hold it near as it were your own? Sound familiar?
Taking my time, the friend of the devil is a friend of mine. If I get home before daylight, might just get some sleep tonight. Friend of the Devil is the only one that I've ever played by
The Grateful Dead.
The Grateful Dead.
Okay.
And that's a news, you know, that's a song that I should bring back too, because that's another song that people like. If you don't like the Grateful Dead, you still like that song. You know. And that's the way it is, I think, with a lot of...
How about Candy Girl?
Candy Girl, dude, you asked me about that before.
Oh, no, Barbie Girl. That's the one.
I don't have
That's
the
the one you
words.
know. Oh, I thought you knew Barbie Girl. No,
I'm Bobby. No, I don't have the words.
Okay. So, any other requests? Otherwise, what are you doing next, Carl?
Whatever I feel like.
Okay.
I'm in charge here. I'm in charge till 3:30, and then you all can do whatever you want.
All right, let's see then.
You pick one.
I'm trying to think of one.
Mel's Camp said yes. Let do whatever he feels like.
Okay, just do whatever you feel like then, Carl.
Okay. Here's a song for my friends on the other side of the pond. All right. Little Ed Sheeran for you.
It's all our British friends.
Yes. British, Irish, Scottish, Welsh, whatever. I found a love for me. Darling, just dive right in and follow my lead. Well, I found a girl, beautiful and sweet. Oh, I never knew you were that someone waiting for me. 'Cause we were kids when we fell in love, not knowing what it was. I will not give you up, this time. Darling, just kiss me slow. Your heart is all I know. In your eyes, you're holding mine. Baby, I'm dancing in the dark with you there in my arms, barefoot on the grass, listening to our favorite songs. When you said you look a mess, I whispered underneath my breath, and you heard it. Darling, you look perfect tonight. Well, I found a woman stronger than anyone I know. She shares my dreams, and I hope someday maybe we'll share a home. I found a love to carry more than just my secrets, to carry love, to carry children of our own. 'Cause we are still kids and we're still in love, fighting against odds. I know we'll be alright this time. Darling, just hold my hand. Be my girl, I'll be your man. And I see my future in your eyes. Baby, I'm dancing in the dark with you between my arms, barefoot on the grass, listening to our favorite song. When I saw you in that dress, looking so beautiful. I don't deserve this, darling. You look perfect tonight. Oh, 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 no, 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 baby. I'm dancing in the dark with you between my arms, barefoot on the grass, listening to our favorite song. When I have faith in what I see, now I know that I have met an angel in person, and she looks perfect. I don't deserve this. You look perfect tonight. Oh, you look perfect tonight. How's that?
That was awesome. That was awesome. That was just awesome. Very nice job.
Thank you. All right. I've got one more song here that I'm going to do because this is one of these songs that, I don't know. It was a song, of course, everybody, I think, listened to when they were young, when they were kids.
What song's that?
This little song by Van Morrison, a little song called Brown Eyed Girl.
This is your last song?
Well, yeah, it's 3:30, isn't it?
Well, can't you go on a little longer?
We could do a little
Mel's
longer.
Camp
I didn't
said
know you've
Mel's
been on there
clap,
all
Mel's
day. I didn't know
clap,
what you wanted
Mel's
to do.
clap.
Sure, okay.
Well, all right.
Hey, where do we go? The days when the rains came down in the hollow, playing a new game, laughing and a running, hey, hey, skipping and a jumping in the misty morning fog with our hearts a thumping, and you, my brown-eyed girl, you my brown-eyed girl. Well, whatever happened to Tuesday and so slow, going down in the old mine with a transistor radio, standing in the sunlight laughing, hide behind the rainbow's wall, sipping and deciding, baby, all along the waterfall with you, my brown-eyed girl. You, my brown-eyed girl. Do you remember when, sing with me, you used to sing sha-la-la-la-la-la-la-la-la-la-la-la-la-da, just like that now. Sha-la-la-la-la-la-la-la-la-la-da, la-dee-da. So hard to find my way now that I'm on my own. Saw you just the other day. My, how you have grown. Cast my memory back there, Lord. Sometimes I'm overcome just thinking about it. Well, making love in the green grass behind the stadium with you, my brown-eyed girl. You, my brown-eyed girl. Do you remember when we used to sing sha-la-la-la-la-la-la-la-la-la-la-la-la-la-la-la-la-la-la, laying in the green grass, baby. Sha-la-la-la-la-la-la-la-la-la-la-la-la-la-la-la-la-la-la-la-la-la-la-la-la-la-la-la-la-la-la-la-la-la-la-la-la-la-la-la-la-la-la-la-la-la-la-la-la-la-la-la-la-la-la-la-la-la-la-la-la-la-la-la-la-la-la-la-la-la-la-la-la-la-la-la-la-la-la-la-la-la-la-la-la-la-la-la-la-la-la-la-la-la-la-la-la-la-la-la-la-la-la-la-la-la-la-la-la-la-la-la-la-la-la-la-la-la-la-la-la-la-la-la-la-la-la-la-la-la-la-la-la-la-la-la-la-la-la-la-la-la-la-la-la-la-la-la-la-la-la-la-la-la-la-la-la-la-la-la-la-la-la-la-la-la-la-la-la-la-la-la-la-la-la-la-la-la-la-la-la-la-la-la-la-la-la-la-la-la-la- but it'll be something like that. It'll be something like that. It'll be something. I'm going to reach back.
That was nice. That was a good one.
Well, you know, I got to get ready for St. Patrick's Day.
Ooh, yeah. What do you got?
Well, that's one of them. I'm going to do songs based, Irish classics, of course. The Unicorn. There's going to be a couple songs by the Irish Rovers I got to do, because if you don't do them, forget it. Oh, Danny Boy, of course.
Ooh.
That takes up 5 songs right there. You could take the
Is
same.
it that long?
Oh, well, I'm playing for 2 hours.
No, I mean, is Oh Danny Boy really that long?
It can be. It has a lot of verses to it if you do the full thing.
Okay, here, let me see if something's working for a second here.
All right.
Wrong tab. Let's go there.
Something a little bit about this guitar.
Some reason my stuff isn't working.
Zeke Cooper said,
It's not working.
so at Amutgaming.
No, everything's working on your end. I mean, I'm
All
talking about just some sort of commands aren't working.
Gotcha. Here's a song that's always been near and dear to me. I've always loved to hear it. And so many people have covered it throughout the years. It was originally written by Leonard Cohen. And the meaning of the word is praise the Lord. A little song called Hallelujah. Now I heard there was a secret chord that David played and it pleased the Lord. But you don't really care for music, do you? It goes like this: the 4th, the 5th, the minor fall, the major lift, the baffled king composing hallelujah, 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 hallelujah. Your faith was strong, but you needed proof. You saw her bathing on the roof. Her beauty and the moonlight overtook you. She tied you to a kitchen chair. She broke your throne and she cut your hair. And from her lips she drew the hallelujah. 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 You say I took the name in vain, but I don't even know your name. And if I did, well, really, what's it to you? It doesn't matter what you heard. The holy or the broken. Hallelujah. 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 I did my best and it wasn't much. I couldn't feel, so I tried to touch. I told the truth, I didn't come to fool ya. And even though it all went wrong, I'll stand before the Lord of song with nothing on my tongue but hallelujah. 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 Hallelujah.
Nice job. Okay, one last one, and then we'll send this off to a raid. How about molecular circuitry?
I can do that. I got a little gas here. Let me drink some water. That was great.
I never know how to smile. Sometimes I are good and bad. Hold on to all those sweet dreams you
All right. I'm going to do a little funkified version of this.
Yeah, rock it out.
And again, I want to thank everybody for being with us here today. Like I said, gonna get her done once a week, get on here and record some stuff and play some tunes and, just talk about life in general, And again, I want to thank all you. So on behalf of myself, Carl Burke and Burkes Remedy, and of course Zeke and Cooper, Zeke Cooper Productions here
I want to
on
thank
Twitch.
everyone who came by today. You
I
guys
wanna-
are awesome. I appreciate you all hanging out with us.
Thank you. Thank you so much. Yeah, definitely.
But we're not done yet. One more song,
song.
and then we're going to raid out.
And
We want to also thank the Geordie Lion for
Yes,
the raid with 30
Geordie.
people, 31 people. Amazing Geordie, my good friend and moderator, chief moderator, Geordie Lion. So if you get a chance, check out and follow the Geordie Lion on Twitch.
That's right.
And we also want to thank Mel's Camp for that raid. We appreciate it, Mel. Thanks for thinking of us.
Yep.
And everyone who came by today. You guys are awesome.
Everybody
Clubs and
that's hanging.
Ahmet, Sinker. It's been a great day. We really appreciate it.
And like I said, you can follow us on
everywhere.
Every format that there is. Burkes Remedy and Zeke Cooper
Mel's
both.
Camp said Melska
So
Heart
please,
Melska Verb.
don't hesitate to throw us a like and a follow and all that stuff.
All that
we
good
really
stuff.
appreciate it. Yeah.
All right, guys. So
We're gonna do this and call it a day. So here's a little song about getting old.
3, 2, 1, go.
I woke up this morning, I was feeling tired and down. I was wondering what it is that makes me stay here in this town. All my friends and family, they all think that I'm insane. Oh, maybe my general compass isn't working in my brain. Oh, maybe I need me a little change. Well, my address hardening, my synapses askew. Oh, all we thought we needed was a thing called me and you. My mind, it is a whirling, and my chest, it hurts to breathe. Oh, maybe there's a problem with my molecular circuitry. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Whoa, 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 whoa. Well, time goes by so quickly, and so many things I've lost. Oh, the things we thought were priceless, no one cares about the cost. Youth, it is so fleeting now, it's wasted on the young. Well, my past come back to haunt me. Please forgive these things I've done. I want to spend some time maybe sitting in the sun and not get skin cancer. Well, my arteries hardening, our synapses askew. Oh, all we thought we needed was a thing called me and you. My mind, it is a whirling, and my chest, it's hard to breathe. Oh, maybe there's a problem with my molecular circuitry. Maybe I should just take a knife and cut myself wide open. What do I hope to find? Maybe my only enemy is time. Well, my address hardening, my synapses is askew. All we thought we needed was a thing called me and you. In my mind it is a whirling, and my chest it's hard to breathe. Oh, you know, maybe there's a problem with my molecular circuitry, 'cause deep inside my heart is breaking and my chest it hurts to breathe. Oh, you know, maybe there's a problem with my molecular circuitry. Whoa, 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 whoa. Whoa, 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 whoa. Peace out. We love ya.
You know, I'm feeling like a beast of burden, and it's a great weight that I pull. Can I ever shed my yoke?
Burkes said RVJ.